Hey, this is Matt from InvestiQuant. Today is Wednesday, January 26, 2022. We just had the FOMC announcement come out a few moments ago. The markets initially popped on the announcement and has since dropped. We have not made new lows yet. This is the S&P chart here in the top left. You can see we made new highs shortly after the announcement came out. In fact, a little kind of a tweezer top there if you look at those 5-minute price patterns there in the S&P, followed by a drop back down to the opening range low from the early morning lows that was made here. Not quite the low of the day, but just in that early session, we made it back down to the low there, getting a little bit of a lift here. But we're still awaiting the speech at the FOMC speech at 2:30 p.m. Eastern time, which will be taking place here in about 10 minutes or so as of the time of this recording. But what we're going to be looking at this afternoon is what has happened going into the close on this FOMC announcement day in a weaker market environment. So the weaker market environment often has a different tendency than the stronger market environment. So what we'll look at here is a 3 o'clock entry. All four instruments, we are going to put it in a weak market environment by saying that we are below a 10 200-day simple moving average. And then I'm going to say today is the FOMC announcement. I'm not adding any price context to it just because we really don't have a whole lot of samples below a 10 and 200. So I want to keep all of them in there that we have. Let me go ahead and click view results. And here we go. These are the results based upon entering the market long at 3 p.m. Eastern Time, exiting at 4:15 p.m. Eastern Time, when it is the FOMC announcement and you closed below the 10 and the 200-day simple moving average on the prior close. So historically, just 15 samples to examine here in the S&P, 15 in the NASDAQ, 16 in the Dow, 24 in the Russell. Win rates on these generally a little bit favored. S&P coming in at 67%, NASDAQ 60%, Dow 56%, Russell 67%. So all of those at least better than 55%, some of them 67%. And what that percentage is telling you is what percentage of those have closed above that 3 p.m. price. So the majority of them have there. If we look at the average moves, average win larger than the average loss in the S&P. Not the case for the NASDAQ. NASDAQ has a larger average loss. And then the Dow and the Russell, similar to the S&P with the larger average win. So 3 out of the 4 instruments have larger average wins compared to their average losses. And all 4 instruments at least mildly favored, some of them getting a bit more skewed towards the favorable side from a win rate percentage. So historically speaking, it has been a bit more of a bullish afternoon into the final hour on this FOMC announcement day in a weak market environment. Hopefully you found that helpful. Good luck the rest of the day, and we will see you next time.